Hello! Welcome to Never Together, episode 2.
So, today we're going to have the very fun and undiscussed topic of dating. Woo!
Yay.
Because I think nobody's ever discussed that before.
I think it's a really original topic.
It's a
and
really,
it
really
deserves
original
more
topic.
research.
Yeah, and I think we are, experts in the field,
Mm-hmm.
given our many years of successful dating.
That's a lie.
That's a big, big lie.
Well, not for you. You've been quite successful.
Huh, yeah. Remember that
Quite
guy?
a good man.
Remember that guy that stole all my money?
Well,
Remember that guy?
Yeah.
That stole all my fucking money?
yeah, but you got a good one now.
Good one now.
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Or maybe
yeah.
you don't.
Oh.
Simulation.
Anyway, so I am single, and my friend here is taken.
I've been
2 years?
I've been 2 years, yeah, but I've been single, and I've
Yeah.
been single in London, which is horrendous.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Horrendous. Like, I'm so sorry because I'm going to offend a lot of people, but London boys,
Oh, shit.
Southern boys, yuck. Girlies, if you're out there, even gays and theys, get yourself a northerner.
Or just a foreigner.
True.
Yeah. But you know what? Taylor Swift lied to all of us. London boy is a lie.
Yeah.
Camden? No one hangs out. No one who
No.
lives in London hangs out in Camden.
Unless you do a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to sell your mixtape.
Or you're bringing your friends who don't live to London to see Camden.
Yeah. Like, I think Estelle got it right with American Boy.
I don't think
And then she started going on about fucking, dress smart like a London bloke and stuff like that. And I was like, no.
You seen
Dress
the
smart
road
like a
around here?
Dress smart like a London bloke. You're getting
Puffer jacket
and
in
a
August.
and a Nike tracksuit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Because man's not hot.
And that's a very real thing. I remember I was going to see one of my friends, and this was Waterloo, August, and I saw this man with a puffer jacket.
Oh yeah.
This is during a heat wave that we had last year.
Because I'll tell you for the simple fact, the drip.
The
You
drip.
gotta respect it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't
I think
get
it's
it.
just, to an extent, it's like, boy,
I don't even like puffer jackets. I don't even
I like them
I don't know.
in winter when they're useful, but
I
like
don't
in
even
summer,
like them. I don't even like them, especially like I see like lads on my way to work and they're wearing their suit, right?
with the puffer jacket.
With their North Face puffer jacket that doesn't cover the bottom of their suit, and I'm like, that was a choice.
Choices were made.
Why did you
Do
Why
that.
did you do that? Why did you do that? I don't know.
I think beyond a temperature, I'm like, I actually don't care what other people think. I just want to be warm.
But in summer, like, you're wearing a puffer jacket, like, get over yourself.
You're a
Get
clown.
over yourself.
You're a clown.
But, like, I remember I was going on, like, 3 dates a week in London.
Oh my God.
Having the same conversations, and
You're better than me.
I was tired.
I was tied off to one. Like, I hadn't been seeing anyone for a couple of months, and I went on a date with a man. And it was exhausting. I was like,
I was tired.
God.
I was having the same conversations. And if I ever have to hear the words, should we just have a rogue one tonight? Ever again. Ever again. Minty. Oh yeah, my friend, Bartholomew the Third, yeah.
I'll have to show you a TikTok later.
Like, if ever I hear the words, oh yeah, I work for PwC, or yeah, Deloitte, you heard of Deloitte? KPMG, JP Morgan,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna off myself.
Yeah.
Like, just, I think as well, because you go on the apps, you're scrolling on the apps, okay.
Which, before we go, just meeting someone on the apps is a full-time job.
My God,
It's a full-time job.
I should have
like,
hired
I'm
a
working 9 to 5.
I should have hired a PA to just
Legit.
to flick through this
Legit.
actual shit. And as well, so you're flicking through the app and you're like, oh, he's a bum.
He's cute.
He's
Zero
cute.
personality.
But then you meet him and it's like,
Talking to paint is more fun.
honestly.
Talking to paint. What I was meant to say is watching paint
Talking
dry.
to paint. No, talking to paint works as well.
You know what?
Like, as well, and I would put so much effort into it. Like, I would have to shave, shower, shit before, cleanse my body, juice cleanse the week before.
No, like, but it's just like, women...
Enemas I'd have to have, like, the week before.
No, but I think maybe this is just because I haven't really asked my male friends because they're all in relationships. But basically, like, I wonder if men go through the same mental preparation to go on dates as women do.
I'm going to tell you right now, no. No.
Cool.
No. I think as well, their level of preparation, mental preparation, I can't comment on. I'm not a man. I'm not inside the brain.
Like, mentally.
But
like, do they do the same...
Physical prep,
some of them... that's everywhere. You get, like...
Some of them don't even shave.
Yeah.
Like, their face, guys. Their face. I'm telling you this now.
Yeah, like, basic hygiene. Please. No, but yeah, mentally, because I know for a fact, like, I plan conversations in my head prior, even though I've never met this man.
Yeah.
So
things to ask, things to make yourself exciting. I once went back to do the do with a guy. He hadn't even put a bed sheet on his bed. And I'm sat there.
Was it the bed in the corner?
I think it did have a bed frame. I'll say that.
Good.
There was, like, I think he like, good on him, he just washed it, clearly. Well, I say good on him, he just washed it. I don't know. There just was no bed sheet and no duvet cover. Ooh. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm questioning my entire existence. I'm literally like, am I going to do this?
Am I going to do this here?
Am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? Am I going to stoop so low? And I went, do you know what? Yes.
Yes, I am.
And I did. And after that...
Was it good?
No, it's what I like to call a ceiling starer. You know, when you're just looking at the ceiling, thinking about anything else but that. And then I left. I gave him a little, like, you know, little fist bump, and I went, bye. And I have never... I hope he's good. Like, I hope he's good, but I've never spoken to him. I don't remember his name, and I'm just going to name him on the podcast. Just name him. Oh, by the way, there you go.
Yeah.
Hope you've got some bed sheets now.
Nowadays, the investment versus the return of capital in dating nowadays is, like, vile. Like, for women.
Oh
my God.
Hear me out.
There's some great men. I've had some great sex and had some very intellectual conversations. It's just when life gets hard, they sort of back up a little bit, and I
don't even think that. Sometimes as well, I just get bored. I'm just like, I think particularly in the society that we live in now, it's so go. Okay, I'm thinking about my next when I'm on my next, like, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm literally just maybe sat there, it's our third date, and I'm like, I am really bored.
Like, if you're
really
not clicking,
bored.
you're not clicking. But I think for me, it's like, the experience that I have is that I get along with people, with men, and we're having fun, we're doing all this, and then something, you know, naturally, we get closer, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever else you want to call it, and, you know, things are said, and the issue that I have is men that want a girlfriend without the commitment, without the fight, and but they want
their steak. They want their steak and like
it's not
steak
fair.
and eat it too.
Steak, you know what? We're carnivores.
I want my steak and I want to eat it too. That's not the phrase.
No, but you know what? We get it. But yeah, I think it's just...
I don't get it. Like...
No, the steak and eat it too.
I was about to say, like, I don't get it. I would always... But as well, there was a moment where I sat down with myself and I went, what are you doing? Because I was putting in all of this effort for about... Admittedly, I did talk to a lot of men, like...
Yeah,
like, you know... Because as well, being a woman in her 20s, you know, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, be disappointed, then go to the next basket.
Yeah.
So I was casting my net wide, shall I say. And I sat down with myself, and I was unhappy. Like, I was unhappy. I was like, what are you doing? I was burnt, like, realistically, I was emotionally burnt out. Because I was putting in all of this effort and getting either minimal conversation, rubbish sex, and then I was just like, well, what are you... Like, I'm not actually getting anything from this, except social interaction.
Yeah, which you know, after the pandemic, we'll take it. But
also, I think in London, particularly, that's why I think a lot of people flock to dating apps and go on many dates a week, because they're like, oh my God, it's a Friday, and
I have nothing to do.
Yeah, I have nothing
no
to
one
do.
to call.
No one to call. So I'm going to settle for this bargain bin man.
Yeah, fair.
But also as well, I think dating as a bisexual woomph,
Yeah.
double hard.
Double
hard. I've had some amazing dates with women, like really nice, and really, I would say the sex with women is triple tier.
Shut up.
Like golden tier. But like, yeah, personally myself, where I'm at in my sexuality, I don't see myself having a relationship with a woman, and that's okay, you know, that's fine, but like I can't see it for myself. So oftentimes I would actually be your stereotypical man on those dates, because I would ghost. I would sit there looking all stoic and quote unquote uninterested and stuff like that. So I think for the time, like, it was nice and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed myself. But I think looking back on it, my experience with women, I probably was the male character, shall we say, because like I said, I was putting in minimal effort and stuff like that. And I admit it, I ghosted a lot. And then but that was because I wasn't comfortable with myself and my sexuality and where I was. I think I'd say that even now, like if I went on a date with a woman now, I don't think I would be my full, you know, gregarious self. Because, you know, girlgarious, you hear me? Because I was like, I was nervous. Like, I felt like a bloody teenager again. Because I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. And like, there was a point where I had to start being more open with women, because I was literally like, look, I
just want sex.
But also, I'm a baby. Fair. I'm a baby in this. I'm a twink. I'm a baby. I'm new to this kind of thing. And then some women would be like, oh, I'm not going to be your experiment. And I was like, okay, fair dues. Fair. And some women would get, I don't know how they did, because, you know, wasn't giving a lot to the party, should we say, but they would get emotionally invested, I think. But that is women, isn't it? We do get emotionally invested, and I think I broke a lot of hearts. God, look at me. God,
he's a heartbreaker. See, I think for me, I was having fun just having casual sex, and I think about November, December last year, I realised that I wanted more than just a good shag. It's like, I just want to, like, stay over. Like, let's have dinner together.
Hearing you say the word shag in your accent is just so weird.
You know what? Leave me alone.
Leave it.
She's bullying me, Mum.
But also, let me put this into perspective. So, shag obviously means sex. Shag in the north means tired.
Ah.
So, I am shagged. I'm tired. I am really tired. And
you know.
There you go. But you say that to some people, oh god, I'm so shagged, and they're like, oh, what were you doing
last night?
And I'm like, no, severely no.
Just tired,
darling. But I never really had a dry spell.
I wouldn't call this now dry spell. It's just like, I don't have the energy to go through that full-time job.
It's a full-time job.
And, like, also just, if I were to have casual sex, it would be with a specific person. But anyway.
What's the worst date you've ever had?
I don't think I was thinking about it this morning.
Don't say it.
So, I don't even think it was a date. It was just casual sex, because there was also, like, this thing of, like, women have to pay more to have sex, in a way of, like,
okay,
listen.
Are we talking raisins and, you know?
No, but, like, yeah, I mean that. But then, in order to get sort of, like, a feel for this man, we probably have to go for coffee and dinner and, like, make sure that he's not a serial killer.
No, I just would like you to, in the bar, drop your trousers, because I want to try before I buy.
This is very true. See, I wasn't like that.
There was many times where I've, like, opened his trousers and I'm like... And he's wearing...
No, thank you.
No, he's wearing... Oh, the worst time. Like, I opened his trousers and he was wearing Christmas.
Absolutely not.
No, it gets worse. Y-fronts. Briefs. Like, you know...
like,
there's no leg bit. There's no leg bit.
Absolutely
and, oh my
not.
god, I think it on the back... Because obviously he took... I've had many moments in my life where I've sat myself down in my brain and I've gone, are we doing this? Are we doing this?
We're doing this.
Whipped him off, and then there was a out of body experience where the pants were on the floor,
Stop it.
and the back of them. Oh my god!
No, that's enough.
No.
Anyway, so my date,
No, the back of them said something like Santa's naughty helper or something like that, and he was in me, like he was in me, and I was just I just literally like put my hand to the side of my face, and we were going in. It was in and out, and I just literally. I remember distinctly, I got up, I was like, I'm not staying here. Yeah. So I got up, left. I mean, that was quite classic with me. I would never stay the night because, yuck.
I want to sleep in.
I want to sleep in my own bed. I was wearing contact lenses. I had
see that.
I had full glam on. Like, girl, you are not. I want to brush my freaking hair. Anyway, I left, and I distinctly remember I think he'd like gone to sleep or whatever. I literally just kicked the pants to the side because I couldn't even bear to look at them.
Oh Jesus!
Christmas Y-fronts.
I can't. The worst date that I've had wasn't really a date. It was more like casual sexting. So I decided not to go to dinner and just go to his house.
Did he cook dinner or did you?
No. This was like we're shagging. Like that's all.
Oh okay.
So I went
Stop and shop, I like to call it. Or
Stop and shop.
Or a dine and dash.
Dine and dash.
7-Eleven.
Dining. Anyway, so this man,
Where is this going?
Without too much detail, he just kept getting soft.
Oh babe.
Because of it happens.
We're nervous.
We're nervous. It happens.
Oh, honey, I've been drier than Gandhi's flip flop down there before, and I'm literally just sat there trying to look all demure, and I'm going, and I'm like holding my tits, and I'm just like, have you got any lube?
Yeah.
And he's like, what's that? And I'm okay.
Yeah. So it just happens. He wasn't getting hard, or he kept getting soft, and then he used 3 condoms, just maybe. Oh. Anyway, and he just wasn't getting it. He was frustrated. Oh. And he was like, can we try it without condoms? And I was like, not really. I'm not on birth control. Yeah. And if something happens, I don't really know you.
How did he receive that conversation?
So he was like, okay, so he stood up, and then he was gone for about 10 seconds, and he returned with my clothes.
Oh my god.
And he just handed them to me, and didn't even say bye or anything. I was like, okay.
Oh my god.
So I went all the way to Battersea.
Battersea! Oh my god! Battersea!
Yeah, for a man. It. And I think we had sex in his mum's bedroom.
Oh my god. I will never... This is a rule I've made for myself one time when I was stranded in Clapham. Not too distant from Battersea. I was in my Uber home, which cost me about 40 fucking pounds.
Oh my god, I spent 40 quid on this man!
Bitch.
For 4 minutes in bed!
I was literally sat in my Uber home. My Uber. I've never even been in Uber Java. I was sat in my Uber home, £40, down the drain, and I literally went, you know what? I am not gonna go southwest anymore.
No.
So I got home and I changed my distance on Tinder and I was like, done. Done.
I said I'm not gonna go anywhere. Southwest.
Southwest boys are the worst as well. So this was June. End of June. I reconnected with a guy who I was talking to, and my friend had recently died, so I sort of ended it with him. Way to bring the podcast down, yeah.
You're welcome.
That was a cheery note.
Yeah. So basically, we reconnected, and he lived in Wandsworth. Yeah.
Not even on a tube line, that.
No, but it was quite nice. He would pick me up and drop me off at this train station.
In return for sexual favours, or
correct. He would buy me dinner and stuff, and it was quite a good relationship to have. Shit just hit the fan, and the way that it was dealt with kind of really turned me off.
Yeah, because he's from Wandsworth. There's a prison there for a reason.
Shut up! Oh my god. No, but it was quite good to have a somewhat stable sexual relationship with a man with his own car in his own flat.
I get that.
It was fun having my own space, and I think at that time a friend of mine was living with me for a certain project, and love them. But I think at some point we started missing each other's space quite a bit, so I had that sort of outlook while working, that place to go and loosen up and have some good sex.
I think as well.
Best sex of my life now.
He was an arsehole, but the best sex of my life.
Yeah.
I think as well, like, there's that whole, where we're, like, obviously living in London, and obviously we're in our 20 whatevers, like, I'm still 19 in my mind, but, that's not facts. Like, there is that element, there's going to be flatmates.
Yeah.
Point blank. Unless he's a finance bro, like, making money. Yeah. Which, again, girlies, gays and theys, stay away from the finance bros, the crypto bros, and the mummy issue bros, because God, I swear Horrible. To God. Rancid. Like I said, there will be that element of flatmates. Yeah. And it's like, oh God, if one of the flatmates catches me, or I'm too loud, or I keep somebody awake, like...
Yeah.
All of this is going through your mind, and then you're sat there trying to look all sexy and have a good time.
And internally you're like, oh my God, if my flatmate hits me, she's gonna shrivel up.
She's gonna, like, I've had it before, oh my God, where I was at this guy's house, and, same thing, we were doing the do. He wasn't too terrible, if I remember rightly. We were doing the do, and I think I was hammered, and I think...
I don't think I've ever had drunk sex. Anyway.
I've had a lot of drunk sex. I've had more drunk sex than I've had sober sex.
Oh.
Yes. Oh. But, like, it was either that the bed was banging on the wall.
Oh, fuck. That's actually the worst.
Or I was being too loud. Because I was, like, overcompensating, because I was like, this isn't great. But I don't want to upset him, I'm nice. So I'll just, put some enthusiasm in it. And then I heard, like, banging on the wall. God. And I'm like, oh my God. They obviously, that, like, flatmate in the next room is awake, can hear us, either through the banging on, like, I think it was the bed that was banging, but twinged with, like, me making noises of epic proportion, whatever. He was like, I was gonna, like, do a pig squeal then, but stopped myself.
Please.
I mean, I've never heard myself, but I imagine I sound like a delicate flower.
I know.
This is the thing, though.
I know I'm quite loud, especially with the man in Wandsworth. He was,
but like,
peng. He was great sex.
Naturally, I'm not loud. But I'm so conscious of that that I'm like, okay, at least make a little squeak, a little
do something,
exactly something. But you don't want to be a plank of wood, do you?
But I think with this man in Wandsworth, it was so, like, rough in the best way, where it was like, I can't stop myself, because I was like, oh my God, this is fucking great.
Love those moments. But he lives alone, so that's the joy.
But it was a flat, so then it's like, it's not the flatmates, it's like, what if the neighbours are like...
Oh, I don't care about neighbours, I'm never going to see them.
See, I do, because at that point we were, like, seeing each other, like,
so
weekdays.
They would see you going in and out.
Like, that's the least of it, but it was like, we would have... I don't know what this man was on, but he would last forever. Like, we'd, like, have sex at, like, no. He didn't even drink. It was just, like, we'd have wild, loud sex at, like, 2, 3 in the morning on a Tuesday. Like, if I heard that...
Oh, I'd be pissed.
I'd be fucking pissed. But in that moment when you're enjoying it, you're getting that good.
I get up at 6 in the morning. I get up at 6 in the morning. If I was the neighbour or the flatmate, you best believe I'm sending a letter. I'm sending a strongly worded letter.
God, I, like, get so annoyed at foxes.
Mr. Manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine I probably sound like a fox having sex.
I hope you don't sound like a woman getting murdered.
Oh, girl.
I don't know what foxes
hate. They're horrendous. No, they are horrendous.
I told my dad the other day.
But this is good, it's good. Let it run free.
I told my dad yesterday, or, like, the other day, I was like, you know the song, What Does the Fox Say?
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, it sounds pretty familiar. I was like, right, that's a lie. And I sent him a clip, and he didn't realize how loud it was gonna be, and he, like, jumped.
No.
I was like, yeah. It's not nice. He's like, you're tired. I was like, yeah, the foxes, Dad.
That's what I sound like having sex, Dad.
Oh God, the fact that Dad
No. Dad, I sent you this clip because this is what I sound like having sex.
Vile.
No, honestly. I'm trying to think of, like, my dating horror stories. I like, full disclosure, I've never had, like, a date where I've had to leave. Because it was so horrendous.
I think I can find out if the date's gonna be bad before we even like make a plan.
Yeah, I've kind of been like, I'm busy, sorry. No, there was definitely a date with a guy who said that he was 6 foot. Because right, if guys can say things like, I want a girl with a fat ass, big tits and a small waist, I can at least say
I want 6 foot.
You gotta be 6 foot and above to ride this ride. I want
height
sorry.
in the gene pool, I'm short.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, you could be 5'8" and have the biggest knob in the world. It's just not my preference. I'm sorry. It's just not mine. Might be good for someone. What is good for the goose is not good for the gander. And that's okay. Anyway.
I've had great sex with short men. Not that it's related to
I've never had sex with short men, so I can't say.
I mean, this man, to be fair, he did lie about his height.
His dick size.
He said, no. He said, see, it wasn't the biggest I've had, but he knew how to work it. So it was good. But this man...
It's not about the equipment, girls. It's how you work it.
Anyway. So, this one said he was about 5'6". No.
Oh my god.
No. He said he was 5'9", 5'10". I was like, you know what? I'm 5'3". Oh, fine.
Okay.
Why am I, like, eye level with this man when I meet him?
No. That was the same as me. He said he was 6 foot. And because it's such a preference of mine, I've got really good at, even in photos, I'm like, But the chat was really, really good, like, online, so I was like, okay, whatever, like, same thing, I'm a single girl in London, I've got nothing to do, so I might as well.
Everyone's working, everybody's studying.
Like, oh, gross. What's that? So I literally was like, okay, fine, I'll go on a date with you. When I tell you this man showed up, and I swear to God, he was, like, pushing 5'6". I literally went on the date with him, and then we had good chat, okay, which is probably why I feel a bit bad about it, but we had good chat and stuff like that. But like, he was like, oh, do you want to come back to mine? And I think I said, oh, I've got work really early in the morning, I'm sorry, like, knowing full well I was not tired, even though as well I'd shaved. Like, what was going through my brain?
Oh,
because
God. I mean, you weren't expecting this man to be...
Yeah, to be eye level with me. Yeah. And then literally I was like, oh, I went really early in the morning. He was like, oh, it was like great seeing you and stuff like that. I was like, oh, thanks. And I ghosted. I'm sorry I ghosted. But I just was not attracted to him. But as well, I was such a pussy, I couldn't tell him.
Yeah, but when was this?
I was at university, yeah.
Yeah, it was
but
I've
matured. I've matured now, and I've been ghosted as well. So I'm literally just like, okay, no, be respectful, be nice. But like, what's your favorite app to use?
None.
Girl.
Pornhub. Is that an app? That's a website.
It's a.
I don't know. Like, I've just given. I
had
deleted.
I literally had all. No, I had.
I think Bumble.
I literally had all three. I was an absolute cougar.
See, I don't like the way Hinge is designed. Nothing against it. It's just I don't understand how it works. And then Bumble, I kind of like the boundary that I have to message them.
Yeah.
So it's not like Tinder where it's like, hello.
DTF.
Yeah. No! So it's like, I choose to talk. And I think I was healing. So it was easy to have that boundary. Like, if I didn't want to talk to you, I didn't have to, you weren't like harassing me to stop talking to you.
No, I feel like in terms of tiers, Tinder, bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Like, oh my God. Like,
we know you go into Tinder and that's for a shag. If you find a long-term serious relationship,
Tinder is the Gumtree of the Craigslist of the dating world. I would set hear me out. Yeah, okay, right. Tinder is your Gumtree, your Craigslist, your Facebook Marketplace. Mm-hmm. Bumble is your eBay. You know, like, I bought some stuff off eBay before. It's not that bad. Like, it's good. Hinge, which is obviously where I met my partner on. The Amazon of the world.
Really?
For real. Like, it's nicer people on there. Men, shall we say. Nicer men, genuinely. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know where, but nicer people.
Interesting.
My bio was a Hot Fuzz quote, which was...
I didn't even do a bio. I was so
over it.
I'm over it. Like, it's just fucking full-time job. Like, I have however many companies, a full-time job, and like just regular sleeping schedule. Like,
no,
I can't.
Mine was
Can't be
curated. No,
fucked.
mine was curated. So literally, Hot Fuzz quote, which was, "No, I have never fired a gun up in the air and gone ah." If you messaged me with that energy, like fucking love Hot Fuzz, or like, oh, that's a quote, I'm like, oh, okay, good, give you the time of day.
Yeah.
The amount of fucking guys I got that were like, oh, so you've never fired a gun up in the air, what does your bio mean? I'm like, delete, block, see you later, goodbye, don't want to, no, don't even want to entertain, I don't have time.
You don't get it.
But like, as well, what would my bio be now? My bio now would probably be like,
I
still wouldn't put one.
still, like, I genuinely am not missing anything.
My bio would be...
I don't miss it.
I sleep with a hot water bottle.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I think...
I sleep with a hot water bottle. I'm middle-aged now, really.
Mine would probably be like, I need 8 hours of sleep.
I'm a high maintenance, well bred. I like long walks on the beach, and I've got
And big dicks.
I've got a fluffy coat. Stud.
And, yeah. I don't know. I think... it's just... I don't know. I hate investing time in things I'm not good
So how do you meet people now?
I don't.
Well, this is the problem I had, which is why I had like all of the apps, is because I would never ever ever meet a man organically.
Yeah, not in the industry that I'm in.
No, right? I was at school, I was always friends with the girls. I was a girly girl, like, do you know what I mean? College, I did very feminine subjects. So again, with all the girlies. Again, university, I did an incredibly feminine degree. All of the guys on our course were gay bar one.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
2 maybe.
Yeah. And then my job, again, very feminine centered, very maternal job. Like, there's no way I would ever meet a man organically.
I think in university, I did have quite a good amount of like diversity within my groups. Like, I hung out with people in my course, I hung out with people from the gym and like sports, and you know, the one person that I do still talk to, the few men that I still talk to from university, all were from outside of sports.
Yeah.
So I met men through that.
But I'm not really...
Only shagged one.
I'm not really a sporty kind of girl.
Yeah.
Like, I would at school, I would bunk off PE and go and smoke cigarettes. like,
Fair.
Like, behind the bike shed. Like, literally, no.
I think now, like, even if... I still go to the gym and, like, all this stuff, but I go to the gym at the time that old businessmen go to at, like, 6 a.m. before their work. So I don't meet...
Oh, you can meet a daddy.
Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. But I think... I don't know. I think at this point in time, I'm just focusing on myself.
I'm in my me era.
In my me era. I'm focusing on myself, focusing on my work, and just, you know, someone...
Don't boss bitch too close to the sun, though.
Too late.
Too fucking late. Too fucking late.
Yeah, so if I meet someone organically, you know, I still have friends who are outside of the industry and, like, keep in contact with them, but I'm not too worried.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if I want to shag, my vibrator probably makes me finish better than any other man.
And this is what I was saying about girls. Like,
see,
they're better.
I'm very straight.
They're better. No, they're better. Just believe me. You don't have.
No, I'm not. I believe you.
You don't have to be a muff diver, but just.
No, I
just
truly
believe me.
Believe you, because everyone in my life is like, women are better. I was like,
they are.
Okay. And I've tried. Yeah, I've never been sexual with a woman, but I have tried. I've gone on dates and, you know, explored a little bit within.
That's what I love about where sexuality is now. You can literally be whatever you want. Like, I remember growing up, not knowing that I was bisexual, but looking at, you know, Ms. Magazine and like Grazia and like all the magazines and being like, oh, a bit like.
Ooh.
Literally, the best word I can think of is tingly. That's all I can think. But again, I didn't realise that was actually sexual attraction. I was just like, oh my god, like Miley Cyrus. Looking back on it now, I actually had a crush on Miley Cyrus. I had a crush on Miley Cyrus. Fair. Did I know? No, of course I didn't know. And it was only, I can't remember how it came about. I think. Oh yeah, I was on a night out and I was getting with my friend, I guess. And then I'd already had sex with a man by this point. So I knew what, you know, how it feels, how it works.
The hetero part of it.
Absolutely. And so I was getting, I think I was like 18 maybe. I was like getting with my friend just for jokes, as what girls do, kind of thing. I was just getting with my friend, and then I was like, okay, I'm aroused. I'm like, I've got a lady boner, you know.
Yeah.
I feel it. And then I was incredibly nervous, incredibly in the closet. But it was only when I went to university that, and again, got dating apps that I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this out. And yeah, I was like, oh shit, I am bisexual. Oh my god, kind of thing. But again, I don't really shout about it. And you know, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But for me,
we love it.
For me, like, it's my thing. It's my thing. And I'm like quiet about it, I guess, you know?
Yeah. I've been on a couple of dates with girls, and I knew that I wasn't gay or bisexual because I didn't see them as sexual creatures.
Yeah.
I think I've learned to tell the difference between I believe this woman's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm sexually attracted to this woman.
That is exactly where I was confused as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I remember watching the fucking... Go back to Miley Cyrus, the Miley Cyrus Can't Be Tamed video. And
oh my god.
Right? And I was like...
Cultural reset. Let's talk about it.
I was like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. I wish I could dance like that. And then I was kind of looking at...
page.
No, this is obviously very crude, I don't care. I was... Because obviously she was... In that video, she was wearing a, like a bodysuit.
Yeah.
She was wearing a unitard, and I was hoping and praying that it would slip to one side.
Ooh!
But again, in my teenage brain, I didn't program. The dots did not connect because I had never been...
Yeah, but then...
You were gay or you were you were gay or you were straight.
There was no in between, but I think also it's like, what of it is curiosity of growing up and seeing boobs for the first time.
Like, my god.
Or like, I want to fuck this one.
Yeah. Like,
so it's, yeah.
It was obviously very...
quite young though.
It was very pubescent. It was very, like, hormones were everywhere. And again, so I guess you could say I was confused. I was going through that stage of understanding my sexuality. But because, again, like I said, I was a teenager, I had no gay friends. I think, I had one gay friend, but it was a man. And even he was struggling. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Everybody was
I think also in a small town.
Oh my god, I was in such a small town. And everybody was like, to him, are you gay? You're so gay. Like, are you gay? Yeah. And then he was like, and he would, every time he would be like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Yeah. And then like, similar thing, I think he was like 17, 18, and he was like, oh, fuck it. Like, I'm gay. Like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he had figured that out. But school was like, it just wasn't the done thing. Like, it just was not the done. There was people who were like querying being gay, but nobody who was openly gay in my school. Yeah. Like, no way. And it only really got better at sixth form.
See, no one was really openly gay, but now we've like reconnected with friends and like they're like, oh, girlfriend, okay,
cool, yeah.
Okay. So I think it's just seeing part of growing up and like seeing how your friends' sexualities develop as well.
Gotcha.
It's quite fun.
And as well, literally, it was fun. When I was, like, younger, so I was, like, probably 18 to, like, up until now, I was, like, exploring it, and that's where I think I fell into the trap, because I was literally, like... The trap! God, the trap! I was like, this is fun, this is exciting, but I didn't really take it seriously, because I was like, I'm still exploring, and that's why I prefaced with women, like... This is new for me, this is something I've not tried before, and that would turn a lot of girls off.
Yeah, and I think that's, the fact that you were honest about it says a lot, because that, like...
I had to be. I was very inexperienced and stuff like that, and, you know, I was very clear in my mind, like, this is fun, I'm exploring, you're not going to be my girlfriend, sorry to say it, but... You know, so I had to be honest, I think. Whereas with men, there was that level of let's see where it goes, you know.
The flow.
Because it's very different. It's very different being a 20-something in London as a heterosexual person, and than it is to be bisexual or gay. Yeah. I think personally.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, what's your type though?
God, just
men.
Men. No, I don't know. Someone that I can have a few things in common. Someone adventurous, like, just someone who understands. I think so as like a mixed woman, someone who understands the complexities of being mixed, and
okay.
like, you don't have to be mixed, but at least like
get it.
Understand that there's going to be conversations that you don't like. And
have you ever had to sort of like say to a man like, hey, that's not okay?
No, I think it's more like my family, because I have had a lot of relationship with black like men.
Yeah.
So it's like, just so you know, my grandpa might had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Knowing that I'm dating a black man.
Yeah.
And it's nothing, you know, it's not. It's just, that's just not how it was in where I'm from.
Yeah.
In my grandparents' generation.
It's not okay.
It's very much you marry someone in your town, someone who's Catholic, and, you know, my own dad got some fucking weird treatment for coming in, like, they're 50.
Yeah. Like, it's not okay what they say, but it's good that you make these guys, like, aware that this is actually the setting that you're walking into.
Yeah.
Because, realistically, if we're being honest, say, for example, your relationship with a black man, it's not going to change the world, is it?
No.
Your grandma's not suddenly going to go, oh my God, I was so wrong all of these years. Like, breaking tradition is, like, the hardest thing.
They're not even, like, race. I think religion as well. Like, if I was dating a Muslim man, there's complexities about having a mixed religion. Yeah. But I think the fact that I'd be bringing someone who's not Catholic home, it's like, not that my family's my parents are not Catholic, but my grandma is quite Catholic. She tries to be progressive. But, like, the fact that we have to have, like...
the conversation.
It's not even that. Like, we had to... My sister and I couldn't speak about the fact that we were using birth control. And, like, for my sister, it was a little easier because she had she was in a relationship. Okay. Was it premarital sex? Yes, but it was with a man who could potentially become
there was
part of the family. But how do I tell my grandmother I'm birth control because I'm having rough sex with strangers?
That's that big traditional arc that we need to break down, isn't it? The potential.
Yeah. So it's
kind
like,
of thing.
You know, my grandma tries to be progressive, but I know that she wouldn't be completely 100% okay with me
but
bringing a Muslim
that's positive, though. That's, like, positive because at least the conversation is on the table. I think it's when the conversation is off the table that it's harmful. And it's like if you're not even willing to listen to what I have to say or what my partner or whoever has to say. Okay, this is where, you know, like we say, like, what's the word? Like, battle lines are going to be drawn, aren't they? Really.
But I think how you handle that as a couple says a lot. And I think the men that I've been with so far...
It's a make or break, really.
Yeah, because, like, whether we like it or not, these conversations are going to have to happen. And, like, on one side of my family, they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, come over, like, you know, part of the family. And the other one's going to be like, well, he's not Catholic, so...
So don't come in my house with your shoes on.
Yeah, so it's sort of, like, make or break. And I think, except for one man, no other man that I've been with would have had the balls or the courage or the strength to go through that conversation. Not because they're not strong men, they just weren't willing to commit and, like, give it what it's necessary for it to go through. So,
yeah, that's hard though, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously, they're all Capricorns, aren't they?
You know what?
They fucking are.
Except for a Pisces. Yeah, the one who will make it work is a Pisces.
No, I'm really sorry. I fucking hate Capricorn men. I'm sorry. But do you know what it is? I am drawn to them. Because it's the power, it's the, like, stoicism, the strength. I'm like, oh my God, yes. And then you get down to the nitty gritty and they can't even, like, look at you during sex because they're too stubborn and, oh my God, you're messing with my training hours. And it's like...
When she got hard with a Capricorn, he said, I'm not going anywhere. And in fact, he did. I haven't seen it since.
Give me a fucking Cancer man, a Leo man.
A Leo man.
A Leo man, yeah. Love it.
As Libras, too.
I've never dated a Libra, to be fair.
No, but as Libras.
As a Libra woman, I can honestly say we're the best sign ever, but, you know. No, my current partner's a Taurus, which is interesting. Good. Because, like, so we're not, like, the most compatible signs.
Yeah, but you make it work.
We make it work, but my sort of gregarious butterfly, sometimes fiery nature... He's very calming, very down to earth, like, oh, don't worry about it, you know, very, like, warming, homey, you know, as Taurus men are, kind of thing, like, let's get a takeaway and watch Married at First Sight. I've had a shit day. I've had a shit day.
Oh,
of
God.
course.
See,
of
and
course.
I think that's when I realized that I want that. Like, I'm done. Yeah, sex is great, but I want that. It's like,
he's
let's hang out without having sex and like just take away.
But he's my rave partner, which I love. Like, he loves obviously going out when we go to raves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like, literally, like, it's great because this is something I've not had in a relationship before, which is where he's actually my best friend. There was
so cute.
Oh, I've had many problematic relationships.
Oh, no.
So I've earned.
Don't get me wrong, I know.
I've earned my stripes, girl.
Yeah,
like,
you have.
But that was we were also a lockdown couple, so again, more bonus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, more bonus points. Which, hear me out. If we had dated and there was not a pandemic on, we wouldn't be together.
No.
I'm telling you now, we would not be together. It was like, because there was nobody. So I stayed in London, obviously for my job. He just stayed in London because his family lived really far away. I think he went home for a couple of weeks and then was like, no. So he came back to London, and we would just hang out together. It felt like literally like
His friends.
It felt like fucking, what's that, I Am Legend, with Will Smith. It felt like that. Yeah, like we are the only two people left on this planet. And we would go for our designated government walk. Aww. We'd get some takeaway coffee. But, like I said, it really strengthened our relationship. And I do not think... Because he was dating a lot of people previously as well, as was I. Like, I think when I actually started talking to him, I was talking to, like, 3 other people.
Yeah.
But, like, interestingly, I knew. I just knew. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, you've piqued my interest now. You've piqued my interest.
Yeah. He's a good man.
He's a good man. And obviously I ditched this horrendous Capricorn just before. So I was ready. But like, yeah, we were like the only 2 people in London. And I think, like I said, if we were dating and it wasn't a pandemic, I'm really sorry if you're listening to this, Boris Johnson. He was part of my social bubble. Like, he was my social bubble. Like, it was all above board. We didn't have any number 10 parties.
Oh my god.
With cheese and wine, don't worry. I think we literally just watched films and stuff.
Yeah.
Played vodka pong on our first date at his flat. But like, we would have got bored.
Yeah.
My head would have been turned. I would have gone on some other dates, as would he. And I think, again, like I said, we would not be together, but we had that time to actually genuinely really get to know each other without all the everybody else I'm talking to, without all the hustle and bustle of actually preparing for a date. Like, we would literally just... Yeah. I would, like, go to his house with, like, no makeup on, like, leggings and a top, and we'd just hang out.
Speaking of heads turning, would you ever go on Love Island if you weren't in this current relationship?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Love that.
I would. What would be one reality TV show you would go on?
Love Island.
Big Brother.
We don't know.
The amount of people who have said, oh, you'd be so good on Big Brother, you'd be so good on Big Brother.
Oh, you'd be a shit stirrer.
Oh my god. I would be awful.
You're not blonde, beautiful friend.
Literally, I would be so... I would play the game. I'd have
so much fun on Love Island.
I would play actually, to be fair, on Love Island, I would also play the fucking game. I fucking would. You hear me? £50,000 on the table? I'm gonna, like, cuff up with this guy. No, hear me out. I'm gonna cuff up. I'm gonna do a Molly May.
She's an actress.
She's an actress. Get the fuck out. I'm gonna... I'm gonna start. I'm gonna pick my man. I'm gonna set my eyes on him. I'm gonna cuff him. We're gonna do a Molly May, and we're gonna go all the way to the end. We're gonna get opposite each other. He's gonna go, stay together, and I'm gonna go, steal. Bye bye.
Legit.
I'd be the first steal on Love Island.
I just couldn't, like, bring myself to do the things that they're doing in the Hideaway on national television.
I've never really seen any of them shag. Old school Love Island, they shagged.
No, oh my god, like, they're not showing, but even just, like, in lingerie on national television.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they're in bikinis all day anyway, aren't they? So you've got
but I don't know, something about lingerie, like, we've seen each other's nudes multiple times.
Yeah.
But, like, I wouldn't go any further than that. And the fact that everyone on, like, is seeing that, it's like, that's something so intimate for, like, me and my partner.
I feel as well that particularly Love Island is so polarising.
Yeah.
Like, the hate that some of these girls get.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong, there are some very bitchy girls on there and stuff like that, but, like, nobody deserves the hate that some of them get, and it's like, okay, guys, that's a person. That's a person.
It's still human.
Would you say it to their face? No.
No.
Probably. No! No! Cleo, no! Yeah. Do you want to go play mermaids with me in the pool? Yeah,
I want to go play mermaids in the pool with it.
Oh my god, hell yeah! I would definitely, if we went on holiday together as kids, I would definitely swim up to you and be like, do you want to go ask
friends?
Yeah, and I'd be like, do you want to go ask your mum if we can go play mermaids together? And then my mum would be like, no.
No.
My mum would be like, no, don't.
It's a weird hairy tiles.
Ugly
prickly bit.
Pot Kettle Black, my Latin ex-friend. I think we are both very hairy ladies, so you can't be calling the shots before you fired. Let me just say that. And if you're firing blanks out there, we hear you, we see you, it's okay. I fire blanks every day of my life. It's okay.
I'm anti-guns.
Yeah. Fire blanks, don't fire guns. That's their fucking slogan. That's their slogan to stop gun violence.
They're not going to do that.
I love how this was a podcast about dating and now it's stop the gun violence.
Yeah. Activism. Yeah, so dating in London is shit.
Yes.
We've spoken for 50 minutes on how horrible it is.
We're so sorry that it's long.
If dating in London has worked out for you, great. Wonderful.
Let us know.
I'm jealous.
Let us know.
I'll let you know when my opportunity comes. Maybe it's in Dubai.
I think
with an Arab prince.
Yeah, come Dubai princess. Yeah, hear me out. Arab men treat their women right.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not gonna go for it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go live in Dubai. No.
I kind of want to go and live in Dubai though.
I don't think being the type of girl that I am, which is quite out.
We were talking about this the other day. We'd get kicked out.
Yeah, we'd get kicked out. Like I like
we get off.
I like to drink, I like to smoke, I have tattoos, I'm incredibly outspoken.
Yeah.
I do not think that's gonna fly with the Arab princes of the world. And that's okay. That's okay. But if there's one takeaway from today, girls, gays and theys, it's get yourself a northerner.
A good vibrator.
Yeah, fuck. especially if you live in London, that thing is gonna need some fucking big old double A's. They sell double A's in Poundland for £1 if you didn't know.
Oh no, be more environmentally friendly and just recharge one. And Summers has great ones.
Oh. Vibrators and northerners. We will see you on the next one, guys.
See you on the next one.